Welcome to Israel. Today we're in Jerusalem, right in front of the Western Wall, Judaism's holiest site. Approximately 12 million people every single year make their way here to the Western Wall. Why? Well, for any number of reasons. Christians come here to make a pilgrimage so they can see what's left of the retaining wall. Jewish people from all over the globe come here to pray, to stick little pieces of paper in the wall as well. The wall behind me here, again, it was a retaining wall. It was never part of either the first or the second temple. There's nothing that remains of those temples. The retaining wall behind me is approximately 62 feet high and 50 yards in length, making it a massive wall. And believe it or not, each one of the limestone blocks has its own identity card so that it can be taken care of during restoration processes. Now let's talk a little bit about the spiritual aspect of this holy place. We mentioned that Christians come here. It is the holiest site in Judaism, and a lot of our Jewish friends are coming here to pray zealously. But there was a Jewish man approximately 2,000 years ago who also knew something about prayer and being zealous. Of course, that was Shaul, one of the major authors of the Brit Hadashah, or the New Testament. In Romans chapter 10, verse 1, the Apostle Paul says, "Brothers, my heart's desire and prayer to God for the Israelites, or the Jewish people, is that they would be saved." That's the same prayer, that's the same passion that beats within the hearts of Workers with Life in Messiah International. Would you pray with us for the Jewish people, dearly chosen and beloved in the apple of God's eye? But Paul also said something about the zealousness of our Jewish friends. Indeed, we see their zeal for God on display even today as they pray fervently at the Western Wall. But Paul says that zeal is not according to knowledge. What's the knowledge that Paul's people, the Jewish people, are missing? It's the knowledge of the gospel, the knowledge of how we are made righteous in God's sight. And Paul is very clear about that. The only way to be made righteous in God's sight isn't by good works, isn't by a lot of praying, isn't by a lot of studying. The only way to be made righteous in God's sight is through belief. And that's through belief in another Jewish man named Yeshua, who grew up in Nazareth, not too far from here, and who found himself up on that Temple Mount about 2,000 years ago, preaching the same message. Would you pray with us? Pray for the peace of Jerusalem. Pray for the Jewish people to come to know the Messiah. And on your way out, would you hit the like and subscribe to this video so that you're notified of all future videos? Thanks so much for joining us. Until next time, from the Western Wall, Shalom.